Hi there, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to talk about and dive into a subject that is really popular right now and something that I've actually gotten quite a few questions on recently. So just wanted to really dive into some specifics on the keto diet. So the keto diet is a very trendy thing. There's a lot of buzz on it out there. There's a lot of stuff on Facebook, and there's a lot of, we'll just say, variety of information available for people. So I wanted to dispel a lot of this and just say, hey, this is exactly what it is. And you can make a decision on whether or not you think it would be good for you to try or not, or whether or not you think you should maybe even want some of the results that you would have from it. So keto is a type of, diet that people will try and go on. And the goal is to get your body into a mild form of ketoacidosis, which means that there are ketones present in your urine. So the diet itself is, and this is the typical keto diet, where it's high fat, low carb, low protein. It's about 70% of your intake nutritionally is fat from, and healthy fats, right? But it's from fat. Only 10% is from carbohydrates, and then about 20% is from protein. So that's a really, really specific nutritional regimen to be on. For most definitions of an extreme diet, keto would classify as an extreme diet because you have to follow these specific guidelines and you cannot alter it or go off of it, or any results that you would have had will you will lose. Now, keto is a diet that they actually had promoted for people who are they call them in the obese category, people who have a lot of weight to lose. Now, one of the things about keto that people like as a benefit is that they will notice results very, very rapidly. Oftentimes, they will have really, really rapid weight loss, but a lot of it could be water weight, that type of a thing. And they'll continue to have rapid weight loss when you have a large quantity of weight to lose. So the hard thing about that, though, is that along with losing just weight, a lot of times the body actually loses muscle mass. One, because you're not consuming enough protein to maintain lean muscle tissue in your body. But two, it's really tough what you're putting your body through in following a keto diet. So people who really want to maintain a result, it gets to be really tough when it's a keto regimen. This is a question I get a lot of times. I work with women specifically, specifically with hormone issues, women trying to get a health result that lasts. So this is not something that I recommend a lot of women do, because usually the results are temporary. They're designed to be temporary and for a large quantity of weight, not for somebody who's looking to lose, just 20 pounds or 10 pounds. That's not what this diet was designed for or used for originally. And it's never was intended to be a long-term diet. The other thing that I get questions on is for athletes. I'm an athlete, I want to do the low carb thing. Oh, no. One, I don't recommend that for athletes. I recommend athletes eat in a completely different fashion in general. But two, athletes need carbohydrates in their system to really have their peak performance. If athletes are not consuming enough carbohydrates, you're not going to be able to perform. And that's sort of the purpose of being an athlete, is that you perform at a certain level. So that's what the keto diet is. For some specific cases, this can be a beneficial thing. For the women that I generally work with, this is not something that I will typically recommend doing. Most of the women that I work with have done a diet like this, had horrible experiences with it, not great results, or if they did get a result, it was temporary and didn't last, and then they didn't know where to turn next. And these are some of the side effects that occur when you're going on a keto diet. You have muscle loss, because you're not eating enough protein to maintain your muscle mass. You also have fatigue. Again, you're not getting enough carbohydrate, and that's not a balanced, diet that you're on. So your body is just going to be physically and mentally fatigued. The other thing about being fatigued is that you're not going to be able to exercise to maintain your muscle mass either. And then it's also going to disrupt your natural hormone production. So women who already have hormone issues, if you've, had children, or you're struggling with something, or, going through a menopause, whether it be for a medical reason or just a phase of life reason, it's going to make it a heck of a lot tougher for you with your hormones to get a positive result when you're going through a diet regimen like keto. So not that it's not right for everybody, but people who especially are diabetic, pre-diabetic, this is not something that is recommended at all, because it can be really, really damaging on your endocrine system, and really produce results for you that are not desired. Again, this is, there's a lot of stuff out there. There are a lot of products out there where they talk about being a fat blocker or a carb blocker, or, all these things. And it's really, really tough. Again, this is a really extreme diet. It was designed for people who are obese and have a lot of weight to lose. And this is not something that I have had experience with in women getting a positive result. So I really do not recommend it. If this is something that you have questions on, because this really is a hot topic, people will read an article, or they'll say, oh, this was done, this research is out there. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to remind you that research is done primarily on men when they do studies like this. It is not done on women. So when you quote research, it needs to be research that is done on females. Good luck finding it. And that the long-term effects, which again, research does not really provide, unless they do, and the research that is out there that has long-term effects provides hormone disruption, muscle loss, and fatigue. So those are the things that the women that I work with, they want stronger bodies, healthier bodies, more muscle, and to really improve their body composition, which means their body fat percentage goes down, but oftentimes their muscle mass will go up. So keto is not something I recommend. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can message me, you can comment below, and we can have a dialogue on whether or not this would be a good thing for you to try, or maybe a different course of action. Trying a different trend would be a different a different type of diet would be a better start, because a lot of gals get really excited about this because it's such a high buzz. And they're like, oh, so-and-so is doing this, and they say it's great. I'm going to do this, and it's going to be awesome. And then they try it, and they have a horrible time with it. Because, again, you're not fueling your body with the essential nutrients that it needs in the right balance to maintain a healthy system long-term. Short-term, great. But doing something short-term that's going to mess up your metabolism and endocrine system long-term, overall is not great. So that's the information I've got for you guys. Again, if you do have questions, please don't hesitate. If you found this helpful, please share it with somebody that maybe needs some help with something like this. And I will see you guys later.